that we continue to be blessed by Allah.
That's right.
Because Allah can give it and Allah can take it. The Israelites, every time that Allah blessed them, they forgot about Allah. They went to idol worshiping. They strayed after gods from whom they knew nothing. And every time affliction came upon them, they asked Allah, why you have forsaken me? But Allah let them know, you turn your face from me. You turn your face from Allah, and He will turn from you.
Praise Allah.
You want to stay in Allah's grace.
That's right.
Allah gave us everything in His mercy. Allah's mercy overcoming His wrath. So we say,
That's right.
this is inscribed in the book that sits next to Allah's throne, that His mercy overcoming His wrath. You want Allah to be merciful to you. You want to be one that's trying to struggle to do right at all costs. Because doing right ain't always easy. And by struggling to do what's right, you showing gratitude. Because Allah has given us no good without His admixture of evil.
That's right.
But He gave us the means
That's right.
of throwing off the evil from it. And so if you exercise that means to the greatest of your will, Allah will bless you. Because Allah never forgets a struggling soul.
That's right.
We all struggling. We all struggling.
Yeah.
In many ways, more than some, and some more than others. And so Allah never forgets a struggling soul. So let's continue to struggle that we may gain strength. Because thought is developed by the exercise of strength.
Yeah.
And as you develop strength, you overcome tests. And every test you overcome, you have a testimony that help others that have not went that way, that's trying to strive to overcome the things that you have overcome. And you give them strength to toil.
That's right, Mokti.
And so be that example. Strive to attain Moorish character. Strive to obtain virtue. Because Prophet Noble Ali told us this is the highest of learning. The highest of learning is virtue. And with that, no further delay, I'm going to call up my first speaker for this evening. And I ask you to give him your undivided attention. And I'm going to call up Brother L. Griffin. Somebody please relieve this moment.
Can't thank Him enough. I can't serve Him enough. I can't
Lift Him too high to men to see. 'Cause you don't know how good Allah's been to me.
He didn't have to wake me this morning,
But He did, yes He did. Oh, yes He did.
He didn't have to give me my child,
But He did, yes He did. Oh, yes He did. I can't thank Him enough. I can't serve Him enough. I can't lift Him too high to men to see. 'Cause you don't know how good Allah has been to me.
Praise Allah.
Islam.
Islam.
Islam. I rise, giving praise to Allah, the one God, the great God, the only God. I forever give honors to His prophet, His last prophet, Noble Ali, for showing me and teaching me who I am.
That's right.
I give honors to the forerunner of the prophet, Brother Marcus Mosiah Garvey, who said, up, up, you mighty race, you can accomplish what you will.
That's right.
Marcus Garvey said, I would rather be awake and face danger by slapping the face than lose sleep by being told I am secure for harm.
That's right, Mokti.
Marcus Garvey was a great man. He was a great forerunner. Yes, he was. We need to read and study about Marcus Garvey.
That's right.
I give honors to the past Supreme Grand Advisor and moderators of the Moorish-AMERICAN Temple of America, beginning with the Colonel C. Kirkman Bey, Brother F. Nelson Bey, and the Brother J. Blakely Bey. I give honor to our former Grand Sheik and moderator, Brother R. Loville. I give a special honor to the Brother R. Loville because if it don't be for R. Loville, I wouldn't be here.
That's right.
Talk about it.
That's right.
I give honors to our present Grand Sheik and moderator, Brother R. Jones Bey. I give honors to all those that our chairman gave honors to, and I give honors to each and every one of you who came out for your Friday Holy Day service. You know, That chairman always trying to catch the Moors by surprise.
Praise
The
God.
prophet say, if you ain't ready, to get ready.
Get ready.
Right, ready. That's
If you ain't
right.
get ready, stay ready.
That's right. That's right.
Praise God.
So it ain't no telling when they gonna call one of us. You gotta be ready.
That's right, Mo.
Hey, ready,
Praise
get ready.
Allah.
Joe here.
Yeah, buddy.
I give a special honor to Allah. I mean, I give praise to Allah because, you know, Allah is a great God. Allah done brought me through some miracles. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, some of the things I know Allah had my back because some of the things I done been through, it had to be Allah who had my back. You know, sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do. You know, I'm kind of hard-headed.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I'm kind of hard-headed. I got a nice heart, but sometimes I'm hard-headed.
That's right, boy. Tell the truth.
And I ask Allah every day of my life that I wake up that He put breath in my body to make me stronger today. You know, to make me stronger today than I was tomorrow.
That's right.
To get me through the things that I traveled with yesterday.
That's right. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
some of the things that I go through, you know, I go through these things and I can still hold a bit of malice in my heart toward some of my brothers, which I shouldn't do.
You have to work it out.
And I ask Allah to remove that from us, right?
Mhm.
I know it ain't gonna happen overnight
That's right.
because I gotta work on it.
That's
Mhm.
right.
And I got to put a lot of work in it.
That's right. Get it
You know,
done.
I often talk to my mama. My mama a good, you know, a good what we would consider a Christian. So she, you know, she always guided me in the right way.
Yeah.
Praise
You know what I'm
God.
saying?
Praise
She's my little beacon light to keep me,
Mm.
you know, on that straight and narrow path. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Because the first thing she'll do is say, that ain't the act of a Muslim.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I got to catch myself
Praise
because
God.
that's not the act of a Muslim.
That's
But
right.
I be, you know, performing when people call and say, and then you know that they done told me that boy, done," you know what I'm saying? So I got to catch myself, and you know, sometimes I slip away. But I continue to ask Allah to forgive me.
That's
And
right.
Allah continue to bless me. See,
That's
when
the
He
key.
know your heart
Yeah.
is in the right place,
Uh-huh.
you understand me? He show you things.
That's right.
Allah bless you with things, you understand me? I never dreamed I'd have a new car, you understand?
Mm.
Because
Praise
of that I was
God.
doing, you understand me?
Right.
I was, you know, I mean, it just wasn't possible to me. You
That's
understand what I'm
right.
saying?
Praise Allah.
I don't want to
Understand,
do all
that's
that.
right.
You know, it just wasn't, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
But, you know, when you continue to ask Allah for strength,
Mhm.
and you ask sincerely,
Right.
then more He give it to you.
Yes,
That's
I
right.
bear witness He do it.
Yes, right.
Yes, He does.
I mean, I bear witness more He do it.
That's right.
I am a changed man, and my mama's so proud of me, man. I'm aged. You
Mm.
wouldn't believe.
That's
Praise
right.
Allah.
Praise
But
God.
I continue to ask Allah for strength, and I
Right.
continue to ask Allah to bless me
That's right.
and to keep me on that straight and narrow path.
Mhm.
I know sometimes, you know, that devil gonna, you know, rise up in me, but I got to do the best I can to crush that devil.
Right, that's right.
And keep moving on.
Praise God.
Yes, sir. Praise Allah.
Without any further ado, I would like to take a reading from the Holy Quran of the Moorish-AMERICAN Temple of America, divinely prepared by no prophet UPLIFTING, by the God and his father, God Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen state and man it back to the higher plane of life with his father, God Allah. I'd like to take that reading from chapter 3, page 7, in the human lesson in the unity of life.
Praise Allah.
Verse 1 says, again, Elohim met his people in the sacred grove and said, no man lives unto himself, for every living thing is bound by cord to every other living thing.
Mhm.
Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will love and not demand love in return.
That's right.
You know, boys, when you know, I go over this chapter because of some of the things that happened in my life,
Mhm.
and continue to happen in my life. And I know that I got to be able to look at my brothers and you know, show love to my brothers, stretch my hand out to my brothers.
That's right.
And I don't look for that same love in return. I want that same love in
Yeah,
return, but I don't look for it.
That's right.
Because the Koran teach me not to look for
That's
it.
right.
But you know, I give my brother the best that's in me and look for the best in him.
That's right. That's right.
Because this is my duty as a master.
That's right.
Now you
This
teach.
is my duty, you understand me, to uplift fallen humanity.
Now you teach.
In every way I can.
Okay, that's right.
You know, I was telling a brother at work, you know, he told me, he say, man, this dude was at the gas station, asked me for some money to get some gas, and I gave him $1, and the man ran across the street and got in his car and pulled off. I said, well, man, that was a good thing you gave that brother $1.
That's
You
right.
understand me? Because, you see, people have problems.
That's right. That's right.
And him giving that brother $1 could be that he did a good deed because that brother might have did something stupid like snatch a
get that
woman's
dollar.
purse or something
That's
to
right.
get that $1.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Praise
So
God.
him giving that $1,
Praise
you got to
God.
look at it from the good point of view.
That's right,
You
man.
don't
That's
look
right.
at things from the bad point of view.
That's
I used to look at life from the bad point of view, but I look at it from the good point of view. So, you know, I know whenever I give brothers $1, $2, something like that, he might not want nothing to eat. But I say praise Allah when I give him that because I was
That's right.
able to give it to him.
That's right.
Praise God.
Praise
Because
God.
Allah give me put me in a position to be able to give it to him. You understand me?
Right.
They say they will not do unto others what they will not do unto other men what they will not have other men do unto them. There are two selves, a higher self and a lower self. I mean, there are two selves, a higher self and a lower self. The higher self is human spirit, clothed, and soul, made in the form of Allah. The lower self is the corner of the self, the body of desire, the reflection of the higher self, distorted by the murky ethers of the flesh. The lower self is an illusion and will pass away. The higher self is a live man and will not pass away. You know, when you got that spirit of a lie in you, you tend to walk a certain way. You tend to speak a certain way.
Okay.
You tend to do certain things. You tend to be more aware of saying things that may harm your sisters and brothers.
That's right.
That's right.
You speak with caution.
That's right.
You
Teach,
understand
teach.
me?
That's
You do all of this because that spirit is guiding you in a direction to where you want to treat your sisters and brothers the way you would want your sisters and brothers to treat you. You would not want to see your sisters and brother out there just scuffling and trying to, do a wrong thing. You understand me? You're going to do your best to, pick your sister up.
That's right.
You're going to do the best to pick your brother up. You understand me? I mean, even if, see, when I come to this podium, when I speak or teach on something, I try to teach about the things that happen in my life.
Right.
And I got a good
Praise
friend,
God.
you understand me?
Praise God.
He's a friend, I go to the end with him. You know what I'm saying? But he won't change, boy. I mean, no matter how much I breathe on him. Some people, it's embedded in them. You know what I'm saying? Now, something Allah might show him to make him change.
That's right.
And in his own time, I believe Allah gonna reveal something to him.
That's right. That's right. You will. That's right.
But I know right now he got a problem, and him having a problem with alcohol affects the way he thinks and his ability to do certain things.
Yeah.
You understand me? So I won't leave him out there. You understand
right.
me?
That's
I
right.
can't leave him out
That's
there.
your brother.
That's my
right.
brother. You
That's
understand me?
Say them
And I know if he didn't have that problem with that alcohol, he would be a much better brother than he is. You understand me? And well, that's all I got to say, man.
That's right.
Praise the word out.
I'm glad the chairman called me to be able to share a little something with you all. You
Yes,
understand?
sir.
Whole
And,
lot. Whole lot.
I
Praise
appreciate
God.
it.
Thank you.
Praise God.
Praise
Praise
God.
God.
Praise
Praise.
Praise Allah. Very
boys.
good, boy. Praise Allah. Praise Allah. Praise Allah.
Having another brother in the midst of us that have courage for the truth.
That's right.
See, Brother Marcus Garvey said, in this race of ours, we need men of vision and ability, men of character.
That's
He
right.
said, most of all, honesty. He said, but that's so hard to find. The brother was honest in telling you the things that he is dealing with.
That's right.
You know, this is part of our social duty about receiving and conferring. Reciprocal helps and mutual obligations. Some of the things we say we're asking for help, but those that got eyes to see and ears to hear, they can communicate for his instruction. Or can communicate for his own improvement.
That's right.
So, we as brothers and sisters, we had concern for our brothers and sisters, we would do what it says to unite us from the holy instruction of unity.
That's right.
We already got the instruction.
Yeah.
All we got to do is follow it.
That's right.
If we fail to follow it, we missing out on our blessing and we shirking our duty. You don't want to be those that shirk their duty. We got enough of those around us that shirk duty. Sign up for a duty, but fail to adhere to it. It's better to not have grab hold than to grab hold and let go.
That's right.
Man,
That's right.
That's right.
them the words of our prophet.
That's right.
Them ain't Williams Bay words. My words might be a little harsher. Probably he got a little bit more compassion than what we have. We learning to be compassionate.
That's right, Mo.
You know, prophet told us to handle the Moors with silk blood. That let us know that we wasn't as compassionate as our noble prophet.
That's right.
And so we can't just go by what the prophet said.
Yeah.
We have to see what he was trying to make us think. The prophet said, if I can start you to thinking, perhaps you can save yourself. So the prophet is trying to instigate thought. And we as thinking men and women, we have to think.
Yeah.
The thought is the cause of it all.
Yeah.
And if we can hold the thought, if we can hold it just for a little bit
That's right, Mo.
and practice that, we'll gain strength. Then we hold it a little bit more and we get a little stronger. So what, you may have failed this time.
All right.
From that period, the wise man continued. Because you learn from the mistake you made and you gain just a little bit more strength. Because you know if I went left, if I go left again, I'm going to make a mistake. So I want to go right this time.
That's right.
And if you hold that thought about going right, you'll gain a little bit more strength.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
And you'll be on that path of salvation, which Prophet NATIONALITY has opened before. And you get stronger, and you get stronger, and you get stronger. But you can't do it by yourself. You got to be amongst your brothers and sisters that is striving
Right.
to do the same thing.
Help you along
That's
the
what
way.
the blessing, oh son, who have been placed in society. See how that works? We've been placed in society to receive and confer reciprocal helps and mutual obligations. The test that we pass, every one of us, we have a testimony to share with one another. It helps us see our way. It helps us see the spiritualities of life. We can comprehend them by the things that we've seen others do or the way that we see them. That's right. Act working in our life. And so we can't hesitate. We can't hesitate to act because we got instruction. And so we got to ever live according to it. Without further delay, I will call out the next speaker for the day, and I ask you to give me your undivided attention. We're going to call out our Sunday school instructor, Brother T. Taylor Baker.
Praise
God.
I woke up this morning with my mind.
My mind set on my life.
I woke up this morning with my mind.
My mind set on my life.
Hallelujah.
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 Hallelujah. It ain't nothing wrong with keeping my mind set on my life. It ain't nothing wrong with keeping my mind set on my life. Hallelujah.
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 Praise Allah.
Praise
Islam.
Praise God.
Praise Allah.
Islam.
Islam. My brothers and sisters. Yes, sir.
Oh man, Allah. Allah is good.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
He is.
Yes, sir.
He is, man.
I'd like to acknowledge Allah. It's Friday, holy day, giving praises to the Father, all merciful and compassionate. Allah is all loving. Thank Allah. That was a beautiful song.
Yes, sir.
It
Praise
touched me. It
Allah.
really did. It touched me. You know, in the Quran, it teaches us to give songs of thanksgiving to Allah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we sing these precious songs in the Moorish-American, we praising Allah.
That's right, Mo. Teach.
Thanking Allah.
That's right.
You know, talk about Thanksgiving. This is the real Thanksgiving here.
That's right.
It's
Teach
not
it, Mo.
Real
Teach it.
Thanksgiving here.
Teach it.
Right.
That's right.
Somebody needs to talk about
When you
this.
bow down to Allah
That's right.
and thank Him for everything that you know you received,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's Thanksgiving there.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Praise Allah.
Praise
Thank you,
Allah.
sister, for that wonderful song. That was beautiful. It really was. I give honor to His deified messenger, the Holy Prophet Noble Ali, the founder of the Moorish-American of America. Prophet Noble Ali say, "My sheep know the sound of my voice. A stranger would not follow."
That's right.
We heard the prophet's voice.
That's right.
We heard.
That's right.
You know, you got a whole lot of strangers. They're not following.
That's right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
when the prophet said, "When you fail to hear my voice, you lost."
Hmm.
He came to wake us up.
That's right.
You
Teach it.
know, see, that's a blessing right there in itself.
Yes, it
that
is.
Allah has let you hear the prophet's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Allah done let you hear the prophet's voice.
That's right. Teach it.
Now you can stand up now.
Mm-hmm.
You can be that changed man like the brother saying he is.
That's right.
Because these teachers gonna do that.
That's right.
It's gonna change your life.
That's right.
Especially if you apply them, because that's the only way that you can live this thing. You got to apply the lesson.
That's right.
That's right.
You got to apply the lesson. I was telling the brother today,
Okay.
in Islam, you got to be respectable.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right, Mo.
You got to treat people with respect.
That's right.
That's what this is all about. Prophet Noble Ali said, when man honors man, he honors Allah.
That's right. Teach it, Mo.
You honor Allah
Mm-hmm.
by honoring man,
That's right.
mankind,
Mm-hmm.
and do unto others as you would them do unto you.
That's right. That's
Mhm.
Brother Griffin here praised Allah.
That's
Now,
right.
don't nobody want to be treated wrong.
That's right.
That's right.
You want people to treat you with respect and some dignity.
Mm.
You know? And you're going to give that back. With no doubt.
That's right.
Give that back. Praise Allah.
That's right.
I'd like to reiterate our honors given by our chairman, the brother M. Williams Bay. Thank him to give me the opportunity to speak tonight. Holy day for all miles and all over the world. Get to see my brothers and sisters out here
That's right.
in the audience. Y'all looking so wonderful.
Thank
Praise
you.
Allah.
Praise Allah. Yeah, that's right.
Everybody's good.
Mothers of civilization.
That's right.
Allah done gave you a good charge committed to you.
That's
You
right.
get the bird life.
That's right. Then you
How
know.
great could that be?
You know. That's
You
right.
know, to procreate and bring about somebody that can look just like you.
Right.
You know, can act just like you. You know, they're more the beautiful things. When you look into your baby's faces, you see their eyes. They
Yeah.
light up and sparkle. That should give you some type of holy zeal.
That's right.
You know, to
That's
make
right.
you strive that you know you got to take care of somebody, have some responsibility.
That's right, Mo. Teach it.
With Prophet Noble Ali, he called on all strong men and women
That's right.
who think their condition can be better.
That's right.
If you think your condition be better, then join this more scientific America. I bet you if you live these teachers, it's gonna change your life.
It's gonna be
And
better.
things gonna get better
It's
for
gonna
you.
be better.
That's right.
It's gonna get
right.
better for you.
That's right.
It ain't gonna happen all in one night.
That's right.
This ain't no fly-by-night organization.
That's right.
Prophet Noble Ali built this thing here, foundation strong. Took some time. But what? He was divinely prepared by the great God Allah.
That's right.
We divinely prepared.
That's right.
The same reincarnated spirit of Jesus.
That's
Prophet
right.
Noble Ali. Prophet Noble Ali said, my mission is to save you more.
Mm-hmm.
We want to save us, don't we?
Yes, sir. Praise Allah.
Right, because some of us don't want to save ourselves, but we done did so much crazy stuff. Like Griffin here was saying, man, he thought it wouldn't be possible that he gonna get a brand new car. But look how Allah blessed him.
That's right.
Allah blessed us with houses and everything.
That's right.
You know? We just can't let that stuff get the best of us. You know, and think that we better than another because we got this or got that. That brand new Cadillac. Riding around, you know. I might got a bucket, but it's getting me A to Z. I'm going to work in it.
That's right.
I get to come home and pay my rent. My lights on.
No, that's
You
right.
know?
Right.
Praise Allah.
That's right.
That's what time it is.
Praise Allah.
You know? Giving honor to the children as well.
Praise Allah.
They always light my spirit up. I like seeing them and waving and saying hi in Islam.
That's right.
Because it's about peace and love.
It's-
Harmony, you know? Get a good vibration.
That's
You know,
right.
I was thinking about how you go throughout your day in society dealing with all kinds of stuff. Because we know the public can be what? Unstable and ungrateful.
That's right.
It treats you so bad.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come home or something, you know, when you come to the temple,
Yes.
in your household, you want to have some
Peace.
good kind reception. You know, you want somebody to bring something up in you. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been beating you down all day, working hard, doing all this and that, dealing with people they fingering you and all kind of other things because you might did something. Like, what's wrong with these people? See, sometimes people be walking around with a chip on their shoulder, Moors. They really do, and that's why the prophet said don't even carry a pocket knife.
That's right.
And to me, I was thinking because sometimes we can be so quick to react and do something that we'll regret.
That's right.
You know? So sometimes it's good to adhere, as the prophet said. Every word that I speak is spirit,
That's right.
and you more than better heed.
That's right.
Yes, sir. I want to go to a good chapter that I love here. Holy instructions from chapter 21, marriage instructions for man and wife from the noble prophet.
Praise Allah.
This is one of the beautiful, most beautiful chapters that I ever read.
Okay.
When it's talking about a young woman who's really just at an innocent state,
That's right.
you know, first of all. But just going through life, how she might have obstacles in men trying to seduce her with words and different things of that nature. But when it all comes to circle, that she has a good husband and children that would love to call her mother.
That's right.
See, that's what it all boils down. And that's what the laws is teaching us here. That husband must support his wife and children.
That's right.
You see, wife that got to obey the husband. Especially if he right,
That's
he ain't gonna
right.
tell you to do. Don't obey him if he tell you to do something wrong.
Okay.
Don't obey him.
That's right.
Don't get yourself in no trouble.
That's right.
But obey him, especially if he in the right manner. Yeah, obey him. Verse 1 says, give ear, first daughter of love, to the instructions of prudence. Hear that caution. Something that will have you thinking carefully. It said, and let the precepts of truth sink deep in thy heart. So said the charm of thy mind add luster to the elegance of thy form. See, sometimes it's good to look at a beautiful form, but the mind is so beautiful as well. And you'll look past the flesh, see?
That's right.
You know, and go with the mind. It says, and thy beauty, like the rose it resembleth, shall retain its sweetness when it bloometh with it. You're going to keep that freshness, that beauty, you know? It says, in the spring of thy youth, in the morning of thy days, when the eyes of men gaze on thee with delight, the nature whisper in thine ear the meaning of their looks. Hear with caution their seducing words. Guard well thy heart, nor listen to their soft persuasion. It's teaching these beautiful young ladies something. You know, don't be so quick to be caught up by somebody saying some little fancy words to you, or maybe have a nice car, or this and that. They probably would dazzle you just for a minute. You
That's
see,
right, bro.
because his mind is somewhere else.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you this because I'm a man.
Teaching, man.
It said, remember thou art made man's reasonable companion. See, you got to remember something. You're not just caught up to be something that he wants you to do this and that. No, reasonable.
That's right.
Reasonable. Not the slave of his passion.
That's right.
The end of thy being is not merely to gratify his loose desires. You think you just here just to gratify his loose desires? No, that ain't it. It said, but to assist him in the toils of life, to soothe his heart with thy tenderness, and recompense his courage with soft endurance. That's the job. When your husband come home from work, like I said, and got beat down by the people at his job and everybody else, he need his wife to be right there, trying to, make his life more easier now. Because now he at home.
Yeah,
She got some good food for you, some good music, probably put on a game for you, that you sit back in your reclined chair and just chill for a minute. That's a beautiful thing to have a wife like that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We cannot take advantage of that, move.
That's
We
right.
really can't. It said, who is she that winneth the heart of man, that subdueth him to love and resigning in his breast? Who is she? You got to give yourself this question. You got to ask yourself this question. But the prophet is telling you, who is she? He's going to break it down. Who the lady is like this. It says, lo, yonder she walketh in maiden sweetness.
That's right.
With innocence in her mind and modesty on her cheek. Her hand seeketh employment. You see that?
That's right.
Her foot delighteth not in gaddy or boy. She ain't really caught up in all that stuff and all trying to impress somebody. It ain't about that. Hey, if a man happy with her, praise Allah.
That's right.
It said she is clothed with neatness. She is fed with temperance. Humility and meekness are as crown of glory circling her head. Ooh, you can see when a woman is kind of meek and humble. You know what I'm saying? She's not really conceited. She just, like you always say, she down to earth. Down to earth sister, humble, and we can honor that. Praise Allah. On her tongue dwelleth music. The sweetness of honey floweth from her lips. Decency is in all her words. In her answers are mildness and truth.
Praise Allah.
That sounds so beautiful, don't it, man? That she got decency in all her words. You know how you have somebody just keep on, I'm talking about say, we need to wash your mouth out with soap, sister. I'm talking about curses like a cellar. But sometimes our Lord self get the best of us and we might go there.
That's right.
But we got to understand, we got to draw that circle around our passion, right? We got tools for that. It says, submission and obedience are lessons of her life, and peace and happiness are her reward. She get peace and happiness as a reward. Before her step walketh prudence, and virtue attendeth at her right hand. Her eye speaketh softness and love, but discretion with a scepter sitteth on her brow. You know how sister be telling her husband, I don't think he writes back. See, she peeping something in him that you might not see.
That's right.
You see, and she gonna tell you the truth. Because she loves you. It don't come from she just trying to prove herself. We've been together so long, you don't got to prove yourself no more. You done did your job.
That's right, Motis.
It says, verse 12. The tongue of the licentious is dumb in her presence. The awe of his virtue keepeth him silent. Sometimes we get out of pocket. And I done seen a lot of brothers say certain stuff to women, you know what I'm saying, and be so derogatory.
Shame on him.
But the dumb of the is silent in her presence. You come around, he gonna be quiet because he know not to mess with this type of sister right here. See, her aura casting off a certain vibe that say, leave me alone. For real, and you will leave her alone. Praise Allah. It said, when scandal is busy, right? And the fame of her neighbors is tossed from tongue to tongue. We love to be talking about people, right? It said, if charity and good nature open not her mouth, the finger of silence resting on her lips. If you don't have nothing good to say, please just don't say none at all, right?
That's right.
See, that's how the prophet breaking this down. It's so simple. It's so simple. It's just so simple, man. He breaking it down, man. Let me finish this up and then I'm going to step aside. I got 2 minutes, right? It said, her breast is the mansion of goodness,
That's right.
and therefore she suspected no evil of others. Happy were the man that should make her his wife. Happy the child that should call her mother. See, this is previous. She presided in the house, and there is peace. She commanded with judgment and is obeyed. She arises in the morning, and she considered her affairs and appointed to everyone their proper business. They know what to do. The care of her family is her whole delight, and that alone she applies her study. And elegance and frugality is seen in her mansion. The prudence of her management is an honor to her husband. He hears her praise with a secret delight. She informeth the minds of her children with wisdom. She fashions their manners from the example of her own goodness. The words of her mouth is the law of their youth, and the motion of her eye commandeth their obedience. Just got to look at you a certain way. You're going to get right? She speaketh, and the servants fly.
That's right.
She pointed, and the thing is done. For the law of love is in their hearts, and her kindness add wings to their feet. Baby, go give me some water. No, I'm going to get it. See, they gonna battle to go get mama something.
That's right.
In prosperity, she is not puffed up. In adversity, she healeth the wounds of fortune with patience. The troubles of her husband are alleviated by her counsel, and sweetened with her endurance. He put his heart in her bosom and receiveth comfort. You see that? Happy now. They done solidified this thing. Happy is the man that had made her his wife. Happy the child that called her mother.
Praise Allah.
Say, Allah be pleased with that reading. Because that's one of the divine chapters that will keep man and wife together, Morris P.
Praise Allah. Good teaching, Morris American. Praise Allah. Good job.
Praise Allah for our Sunday school instructor, Brother T. Taylor Bay.
Praise
Allah.
Giving us that breakdown marriage instruction for man and wife. That's a beautiful chapter.
Yes, it is.
Those of us who have obeyed the orders of Allah and took on ourselves a wife, we know the beauty of those lessons as you put them in action.
That's right.
It's nothing like coming home, you have some binning to do. You're trying to get some things off your chest. You just can't seem to find a way to get your mind into the lesson. But you have one that's your companion in life that can give you some sweet endurance.
That's right.
Counsel you and let you know it's going to be all right.
That's right. That's right.
One that has made her feet erected in her father's house, who will allow the words of the Father to rest on her heart as well as her mind. She can give you good counsel.
Yes.
So
That's right.
happy is the man who can call her wife.
That's right.
Praise Allah for giving me one.
That's right. Praise Allah. Praise Allah. That's
Every
right.
man should take unto himself a wife.
That's right.
Take.
As the
What
same
grand she say take.
take.
That's right.
You know,
Take.
as Prophet Muhammad said, you got half of your religion. But you get you a wife.
Praise
Half
Allah.
my religion is done.
Praise Allah.
I give honors again to our Sunday school instructor, and without any further delay, I'm going to call out our assistant grand chief, J. Kishan Bay.
Praise Allah.
About the prophet, amen. Telling them all the stories, amen. Talking about the prophet, amen. 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 Honors to the sisters, amen. Honors to the children, amen. Honors to the brothers, amen. Amen. Amen.
Praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
Yes, sir. Praise Allah. Yes.
We can ignorant as thou art, O man, humble as thou oughtest to be, O child of the dust. Wouldst thou raise thy thoughts to infinite wisdom, wouldn't thou see omnipotence displayed before thee? Contemplate thine frame. I give praise to Allah, the great God of the universe. From the secrets of Allah, let man learn wisdom and apply to himself the instructions they give. Give honors to the great Prophet Noah, founder of the Moorish-AMERICAN of America. When the year 1925 stood with his back up against Lake Michigan, proclaimed to the people of the colored race to come all ye Asiatics of America and hear the truth about your nationality and your birthrights. Because you are not Negroes. Learn of your forefathers' ancient and divine creed, that you will learn to love instead of hate.
That's right.
We are trying to uplift fallen humanity. Come and link yourselves with the families of nations. We honor all true and divine prophets of Allah. Allah sent over 124,000 prophets to this earth. And the great Prophet Noah Ali, is most of those prophets. He's Prophet Jesus, son of Mary, come back to earth again, who was here about 2,000 years ago and told the story of his life on earth and the promise to clothe himself again and go up a flesh to walk with his disciples, just to prove the possibilities of man. The great Prophet Noah Ali is that Prophet Jesus come again to prove the possibilities of man. He told the Moors, Rome, you got me 2,000 years ago.
Okay.
But I got you today.
Praise Allah.
He said, I got the Asiatics and I got the Europeans. He said, I got the silver and I got the gold. He said, I got them in a jug and I got the stop in my hand.
That's right.
Yeah.
And everybody better come up under my command.
That's right. Teach it more.
Great praise to Allah for sending that great spirit Jesus back again to teach us that we were not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians. And to teach us that it was a sin for any group of people to violate the constitutional fold by clinging to marks and principles that delude to slavery. Allah scorns deceit.
Yeah.
And when you take and you call yourselves anything other than what you are, then you are deceiving people. You are practicing deceit. It's a sin for any group of people to violate that constitutional fold by claiming those names. Prophet Noah Ali let us know that he was saved and his mission is to save us more.
Yeah.
How was he going to save us? He said he's going to wake the Moors up. He said, how you going to wake them up?
Right.
I'm going to wake them
Love.
up.
That's right.
He said, I'm going to make them
Love.
an asset to this government. Love is the only savior of the world.
Yes,
Jesus,
sir.
the son of Mary, came to manifest that love to men.
That's right.
Prophet Noah Ali was here. Prophet Noah Ali was here as Muhammad. He said, do men think that they will be left wandering in the world saying that we believe and not be tested?
Right.
Prophet said, I'm going to test you to the very end of your life and make what you're going to do. Thank the Prophet Noah Ali for this great Moorish scientist of America. I heard for a little bit say once, he said that if the Moorish scientist of America didn't exist in the world, he said it wouldn't be no reason for him to exist. I thank Allah for the great Prophet Noah Ali. You know, some people don't know how important it is to take and proclaim their nationality.
That's right.
You have some people who never lost their nationality that lead you to believe that it's not important. But if it wouldn't, why did they take ours away from us?
That's right.
Prophet Noah Ali said that what our ancient forefathers were, that we are today without doubt.
That's right.
There
Teach
was
it.
no
That's
one
right.
who was able to change man from the descendant nature of his forefathers, unless his power extended beyond the great universal creator Allah himself. It's the likeness of you taking a tree and uprooting it from off of one side of the street and put it on another side.
Still the
If
same.
it was an apple tree when
That's
you
right.
uprooted it,
That's right.
it's gonna be an apple tree when you plant it.
That's right, Mo.
This is the
Still the
likeness of us as relates to our national identity. We are not Negroes. We have never been Negroes.
That's right.
Even up under British colonial rule in this country, we were known as Moors.
That's right.
Prophet Noble Ali said, I went round my elbow to get to my thumb to get established in this government what he established. He was talking about this great Moorish scientist of America. He said, the government is behind me, and I must get behind you. He said, we must not do anything that will cause the public to disagree with this holy and divine law. Islam is brought by Prophet Noble Ali is teaching me in the love instead of hate.
That's right.
When you take and you do anything other than what the Prophet Noble Ali has instructed you to do, then you have did nothing but created a terrible doom for yourself. We should have taken love of the apostle more than we love ourselves. Prophet Noble Ali is the apostle. The prophet said this. He said, my own mother ain't right. She can't get back.
That's right.
We're not going to be perfect. None is perfect, but Allah has given man no good. God is admitted to be, and so great is weakness in thy nature, O man, that thou have not strength to be good, nor to be evil and tired. Rejoice that thou canst not excel in evil, and let the good within thy reach continue. Allah alone is perfect.
That's right, Mo. Teach.
Good is our power, and the want of it is evil. We don't have to want for no good. It's our power. We already have it. Allah has so blended it in our nature, and all we got to do is just do it.
That's
Let's
right.
do it.
That's right.
That's right.
Praise Allah.
Let's do
Give honors to the great Moorish science temple of America.
it. Yes.
I was talking to one of the ministers early on. Sister is a long time member in the temple. She said, Kushan Bay, she said, you need to quit worrying about so much. You need to just take and reflect off Allah's goodness. Truly, Allah has been good.
That's right. That's right.
Allah has truly been good to me. I tell you what, and I thank Allah. I remember when I didn't have nothing. I didn't let go of the unchanging hand of Allah.
That's right.
That's right.
That's
Allah
right.
has blessed me with so much. The prophet let us know that much is given, much is required.
That's
I
right.
tell you what, I try to give all I can to this more scientific and I know I have been misunderstood and sometimes criticized by family members. But the Moorish Science Temple of America is first and foremost in my life.
That's right.
I know I got up today and my intentions was to take and do something other than I did. And Allah spoke to me and said this. He said, a heart of man.
Things at once.
That's right.
So, hey man, I believe that Allah is pleased with my service.
Yeah.
Because, and the prophet said this, and it's in the Quran, it said, let him who do it well be worried about his boasters. If I ever take
That's right.
and make reference to anything that I did in this Moorish Science of America, I'm not being boastful. All I'm doing is just acknowledging Allah's goodness. But I thank Allah for whatever good that I may have done, may think I've done, may attempt to do in the future. I still pray that Allah take and have mercy on me. Because we can take it, we can be all the way up in the bosom. So mean we gonna be
That's
saved.
right. That's right.
Allah can take it, he can reach down and he can grab us. Low us low.
Yeah.
That's right.
He can raise them up to us.
Yeah.
Let us not take for granted that we safe. We ain't safe till we make it back home.
That's right.
Teach it. That's right, teach it.
Honest to
Right.
honest to the earlier pioneers of this movement. You know, we don't give enough honors to some of the brothers. I'm talking about particular here in St. Louis, Missouri.
Praise Allah.
Took and sacrificed. Took and seen us in our young years, and we came to this Moorish-American, as the Moors would say, put us up under their wings. I remember Brother S. right here, I know.
Praise God. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Brother used to,
Yes, ma'am.
we was in one of those colleges in church form. And we used to be sitting in a little cube studying. And the brother used to be asking me questions, and before I really pondered a question that he asked him, he would say, listen to the language. It's in the language, Moses. It's in the language. And he said, listen to the language. Prophet said he studied what is right. He said he's speaking with discretion. What we got to do is we got to take the holy teachings of Prophet Noble Ali, and we got to not just read. There's a difference between reading and studying.
That's right, Mo.
You know, we got to take, and it's like when you in school and they teach you geography, I'm trying to say a vocabulary.
Yeah.
And the purpose of them teaching you vocabulary is so that you can take and understand the definition of words, so you can understand and comprehend the subject matter that you read.
That's right.
That's
Now,
right.
if you take, you understand, and you begin to read, and you get to a certain a word that you don't understand, and you keep going, now you missing the message.
Yeah, you're missing the
The
lesson.
lesson. You got to take time to stop and read the definition of the words,
That's
so
right.
you can follow on.
Yeah.
And so when we understand the definition of the words that the Prophet Noble Ali has brought us, then we can understand. Thus we can save ourselves from the destruction that is sure to come upon the earth. The Prophet told the Lord, he said, when the fire comes, he said, I'm going to be the water.
That's right.
Prophet Noble Ali, I know I asked Brother Love here once, he came to visit the Moor, and it was a word in the Holy Koran of the Moorish-American of America in the time, I believe, in the fulfilling of the prophecies, and there was a word that appeared to be I thought it was a misprint. And Brother here is where it say lawful is going to be a lawful day. It said the air was missing. And Brother here says it's going to be an awful day for some. It's going to be an awful day for others. Yeah, amen. When the soul is shaken off the covenant shackles of this mortal life, shall equally receive from the sentence of justice in everlasting retribution according to their works. Then shall the wicked tremble and be afraid, but the heart of the righteous shall rejoice. Amen. Righteous man. If your good deed is outweighing your bad deeds, amen, you can move about, man. You building up credits.
That's right.
You don't have
That's
nothing to
right.
worry about.
That's
I know
right.
we take, man, we say we believe in Allah, in this great Moorish scientific of America. Soon Allah take and send a test to us from.
Crack.
Amen, bro. Christian, they live by faith.
That's right.
Praise
Amen.
God.
I know that whatever happened today
right.
or whatever happened tomorrow, amen, this is already prescribed.
Yes, it
And
is.
all we got to do is just know it.
That's right.
That's right.
Amen. When it comes, amen, a lot of times we want to just praise Allah's name when it
That's
good,
right.
when the good is good.
Yeah.
Right.
But when it's bad, oh man, Allah, why me? Why not?
That's right.
Yeah, why not you? No, we thank Allah for the good and
Praise
the
That's
Allah.
right. Praise Allah.
Praise
special honors to
Allah.
our membership.
Praise Allah.
Membership is what the Prophet Noble Ali talked about. Special honors to our young guests.
That's right.
Prophet said there's going to be some young Moors going to come in with their eyes wide open, seeing and knowing.
Yeah.
That's going to carry out my law.
That's right.
Special honors to
Praise Allah.
my daughter, and she's kind of like out of uniform today as relates to her headdress, but that's on me. And I will make sure that the next time she enters into these doors, that she'll have her head wrapped with a turban.
Praise Allah.
You know,
Praise Allah.
it's right, Moors, that we honor the Prophet Noble Ali.
That's right.
That's right.
You know, we want to take and we want to obey the Prophet. The Prophet says, He said, you be good children and obey me. He said, I'll take you out the backyard.
Right.
And put you in the front yard. See, the possession ain't in what we got, man.
That's right.
But it's in using it. If we don't use what we have, hey man, it don't mean nothing, man. Honors are too due to brothers. As being here, the brother being here, early part of the week, me and him went upstairs and tried to put a few hours to get out, man.
Praise Allah.
Tried to put a few hours in upstairs. I know.
It ain't easy, no.
He called for a few children.
Come on with it.
Yes, sir. Praise Allah.
Soldier is
Praise Allah for the
Yes,
work.
he is. Praise Allah.
My grand sheep, one that I'm proud.
Yes, sir.
Pleased to take and call my grand sheep. I
Praise
used to tell
Allah.
Moors this. Me and the grand sheep was talking earlier. He was telling me about the 3 consecutive days that he gonna be here with the Moors. You know,
Praise
and
Allah.
I used to tell the Moors this. Hey man, when you got a strong desire to be in this Moorish Scientific of America, I don't care what type of schedule you got. If you got a strong desire to be here and Allah know this what you want to be,
Don't make it happen.
Allah taking
Yes,
you
sir.
in circumstances.
Yes, sir. Make it
If you
happen.
truly want to be here,
Right.
man, I'll make a way for you.
Yes,
And I know He will. I have been fortunate enough where I ain't never been tied down on nobody's clock. And Allah bless me where I can come when many of the Moors can't make it.
Praise
Thank
Allah.
Allah.
Yes,
This is
sir.
another place that I would love to be in this Moorish
Yes,
Scientific
sir.
of
Praise
America.
Allah.
All day today I was praying. I said I'm gonna come to the temple. The Moors gonna think something wrong with me because I'm gonna say very little. I'm just gonna continue to meditate and pray.
Praise God.
But I'll tell you what, man, I love everyone.
Praise
Praise
Allah.
Allah.
Nowhere else.
Right.
Bless me with a good work day, 12 hours a day.
Praise Allah.
Yeah.
Good check.
Thank Allah for that, man. For one day, man, they gonna be able to do all them hours. Gracious.
That's right. That's right.
Age gonna catch up with me. Allah give me longevity like He is giving my father and my mother. Many of
Yes,
them,
sir.
mother and father ain't still with him. Mine's still with me. Mother just turned 74. Daddy 82. Hey man, I'm grateful for my
Yes,
person.
sir.
Man.
Praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
Every opportunity I get, man, hey man, I take and show them that I'm grateful.
Praise Allah.
Yeah, you got that longevity. Pray Allah give me 150 years on earth. Hey,
Praise
I
Allah.
myself though. For the good
live
that
thy
it
oldest.
made me.
Praise God.
Yeah,
Praise
live
God.
long as thy oldest. Yeah.
Give special honors to our membership. Amen. Allah got some great things ahead for us. Give honors
Yes, sir.
to the minister of the hospital, Brother Goodwin Bay. Brother's dealing, you understand, struggling with some things himself, but Allah so fixed it where the brother still have time, man. Don't have time to go, man, and minister to those, you understand, this sick. And that's what we need, man. We need to take, man, and be all over this planet.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? People need to know that the great prophet Noble Drew Ali is in the land.
That's right.
That's right.
They need to know, man, that, hey, man, Jesus come again.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Praise Allah.
Praise
I'm
Allah.
going to take a brief reading from the program. I'm going to try to sing a song for one of my members.
Praise
She liked that song. Pray Allah ain't let me sing it. Quick here. And I hope Jazz don't frown up at me. That's my God.
Praise Allah.
Again, the divine instruction from the Holy Prophet, page 7, chapter 3, ill-used vessels in unity of life. Again, ill-used his pupils in the sacred grove and said, no man lives unto himself, for every living thing is bound by cords to every other living thing. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will love and not in love.
Praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
Peace, more.
Peace.
Allah came
Praise Allah.
in his land.
Right.
For the sake of sinful man, and he had our trials every day. Well, he knows the pain you feel. He can save and he can heal.
Yeah.
He's the joy of my salvation. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's the joy of my salvation. Yes, he is. Well, to know he came for me.
Yes,
Set me from slavery has set me free. He's the joy of my salvation. Yes, he is. Nobody went to Washington, D.C. for the rights of you and me. And that's when they saw the handwriting on the wall.
That's right.
Well, they hung their heads in shame because they knew they were the blame. He's the joy of my salvation.
Yes.
Praise Allah. Islam.
Give
Yes,
honor
sir.
to give honor to our sister Grand Chief,
Praise
Brother
Allah.
J. Christian Bay. And he was right. We really don't give enough honors to the early pioneers of Moorish scientific America here in our city, in our state. Prophet Noble Ali said, Moors from Missouri, I'm gonna have to show you.
Right.
He said he's gonna have to show us. I don't know what all that means. He's about to say it. But he has been showing it through the trials and tribulations that we have went through in the state of Missouri, particularly in the city of St. Louis.
That's right.
And most of the stuff we've overcame. The public had a misconception of what this movement was dedicated to.
That's right.
But slowly,
That's right.
they starting to see
Yeah.
what Prophet Noble Ali came to do.
That's right.
But it's going to be through our works.
That's right.
Prophet Noble Ali said that we were just plain rich.
Right.
We are not rich by attaining physical things. No man can be rich from anything that he attains. He only can be rich by those things that he give away. The gifts that Allah give us, he give them away.
That's right.
He give them to all of us.
That's right.
That enriches his kingdom. And we should be the same as our Father. We should give away the gifts that Allah has given us,
Yes.
that we be richer.
Praise God.
The material things, they'll come and go.
That's right, Mo teacher.
But the virtues that we attain through our character, they more than the hairs on our forehead.
That's right.
We can never count them all.
That's right.
Allah is a blessing to us all, and we need to let the world know how much of a blessing he has been.
That's
And
right.
I give honors to all those that have a story to tell,
Praise Allah.
that they share it freely
Yeah.
with one another, because that's one of our principles, freedom. We should freely communicate the truth, that it'll help each and every one of us to grow.
Praise
And
God.
with that, I'll call out our next speaker for today, our Grand Chief, Brother L. Thompson Bay Sr. I ask you to give him your undivided attention.
Praise
I
Allah.
got
Praise Allah.
time to work for Allah. I got time.
I got time.
I got time to work for Allah. I got time.
I got time.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and all day Friday. I got time to work for Allah. I got time. I got time to love for Allah. I got time.
I got time. I got time to love for Allah. I got time. I got time. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and all day Friday. I got time to work for Allah. I got time. Praise Allah, sister. Praise
I
Allah.
got time to pray for Allah.
I got time. I got time. I got time to pray for Allah. I got time. I got time. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and all day Friday. I got time to pray for Allah. I got time. Praise Allah, sister. Praise Allah. Good job. Praise Allah.
Islam Moors.
Islam, Sheikh.
Once again, it's a blessing to rise and give praises to Allah, the author, the creator, the governor of the world, almighty, eternal, and incomprehensible.
That's right.
A lawyer said, I pray to Jesus. Who is this Allah you speak about? Where is his priests, his temples, and his shrines? And Jesus said, the Allah I speak about is everywhere. He's in the bottom of the sea.
That's right.
He's in the bottom of the ocean. He's up there beyond the sun, the moons, and the stars.
That's right.
Allah is omnipresent.
That's right.
That means he's everywhere at the same time. That's a mighty good God.
That's right.
A mighty good God. A mighty powerful God.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the nearest place to meet him. You don't have to look outside yourself.
That's right.
That's right.
You don't have to look above the sun and the moon. The nearest place to meet Allah is in the heart.
Okay.
And in a still small voice, he speaks. Allah speaks to man. Don't you know Allah communicates to man? He talked to man just like your mother, your father, your brothers, and your sisters. He speaks in a still small voice. And some people call it their first mind.
Okay.
You ain't got number one mind.
That's right, Mo.
Right.
And that's Allah speaking to you.
That's right, see.
And he speak in a still small voice. He's not going to tell you anything wrong. See, that's how the devil play tricks on you. He speak just like Allah speak. He don't come halting. He speak in a tone in which you will be acceptable of.
That's right, see.
He's trying to trick you. What was the answer that the Lord self gave to the higher self? I see y'all been attending Sunday school.
Praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
Because out from your Sunday school, and that's what we doing. We guiding the nation. The nation, we are the future. We are the ones that follow the prophet to a destiny which is not uncertain nor unknown. We fortify.
That's right.
It don't matter how the devil rise up on us. We know we got the power to dethrone him. And we know him when he rises his ugly head because we know what he produced.
That's right.
What do he produce?
Hatred, slander, lewdness, murder, theft, and everything at home.
So when you see that spirit, you know it's the Lord said.
That's right, Mo.
The only devil from which man must be redeemed is self. The Lord said. You don't have to worry about what Joe Blow doing.
That's right.
No. If you keep yourself in check, then Allah will be pleased.
That's right.
The whole world can be chaotic.
Yeah.
But we practice the religion of peace.
That's right, see.
Thank you, Grace.
A true follower of Islam is one who words, thoughts, and deeds do not hurt others. When you have identified that you have hurt somebody, you should make a speedy reparation.
That's right.
Don't let the morning come.
That's right, see.
Apologize. Say, I'm
right.
sorry.
ASAP.
This is how you begin to heal yourself. But sometimes we add dirt on top of dirt. So we have no compassion for the things that we do.
That's right.
Compassion is an attribute of Allah.
That's right.
The brother talked about purity.
Yeah.
The pure in heart
Yeah.
would not do unto other men
Yeah.
what they would not have other men do unto them.
That's right.
Some of us become bold. And also we become insane in our thinking.
That's right, see.
Yeah. Some of us do unto people what we don't even mind being done unto
That's
us.
right. That's insane.
Suicidal thoughts.
That's right.
Insanity. So you got to watch. The prophet said in the last days, he was going to lower down the evil spirits and let them in torment. Some of these people walking around here looking like humans They not.
That's right, teacher.
And all you got to do is check their behavior.
That's right.
Behavior tells no lie.
Yeah.
Some of these spirits don't have no mercy in them.
That's right.
They don't care anything about coming up in your house, killing your mama, your daddy, your son, nor your children.
That's
Them ain't
right.
no evil spirits on
That's
them.
right, teacher, see. That's right.
Trying every week, man.
Yeah.
So you got to keep them evil spirits at bay.
That's right.
Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, protect your prophet.
That's right.
That's a commandment for everybody that's in the Moorish Science Temple of America. From the eldest member to the youngest member. They should protect Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And how can they protect him? Other than they know how to protect Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
Exercise.
I give honors to the holy and divine Prophet Noble Drew Ali, who said, if I can start you to thinking, perhaps you can save yourself. The prophet said, according, listen to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. He said, according to all true and divine records, there's no Negro, black, or colored race attached to the human family. So if the schools are teaching our children that they black, they African Americans, then we know that that is deception.
That's right, see.
These names, Negro, blacks, and colored, came with slavery. In 1774, the European nations that had our people in slavery called us Negro, black, and colored. If slavery was abolished in 1865, then there's no reason for our people still today to be calling themselves Negro, blacks, and colored. The Negro problem.
That's right.
It's a problem.
That's right.
That hatred you see in the street, that killing you see in the street, that's a Negro problem.
Teacher, see.
That ain't no Moorish-American problem. That's a Negro problem. And the Negro problem is being solved only as it can, and it is through the connection of this national and divine movement. We teaching nationality in the Moorish Science Temple of America. What's your nationality? What does it mean to be a Moorish American? Upright, independent, and fearless, and will follow the prophet to a destiny which is not unsung nor unknown. We are fortified by the impregnable doctrine built upon love, truth, peace, freedom. So when the storm comes, that's right, you ain't gonna always have good days. You need the teachers of Prophet Noble Drew Ali to carry you through. The prophet said, I brought you everything that it takes to save a nation. Now take it and save yourself. Dear fathers,
That's right.
by these lessons,
Oh,
you can set your house
right.
in order.
That's right.
That means everybody gonna know their place.
That's right.
Everybody gonna know their position.
That's right.
Dear mothers, by these lessons, no other lessons. By these lessons, your children will learn to love instead of hate.
Teacher, see.
Love is the only savior of the world.
That's right.
Jesus, the son of Mary, came to manifest that love. But love cannot be manifest until its way has been paid. Purity must pay the way for love. So that means you got to clean up your heart. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love. And their bodies clean with water. So if you ain't feeling the vibration right now, maybe you didn't take a bath before you came.
Praise Allah.
You got to wash them spirits off of you that's been on you all day. Because that water takes and rejuvenates your
That's
spirit.
right. That's right.
It takes and gives you life.
No.
Prophet Noble Drew Ali said this here. And I guess I would say, don't carry a pocket knife. The prophet was in to Detroit Temple for? A dirty Moor.
That's right.
A dirty Moor chased the prophet around with a knife.
Same
And the
on
Moor stood back and watched.
Same on
The prophet had cowards in his midst.
Yeah, 'cause we done beat him up.
Yeah, he would have had to go down. We're going to
it.
take
In
him
Missouri,
down.
yeah.
The prophet told the boys, he said, I got a good mind
Yes,
to
sir.
lead you. And then he said a form appeared that looked like a Turk.
Yeah.
Said if you harm one hair on his head, we're going to come and kill you all.
That's right.
The prophet had some Moors that he was dealing with.
That's right.
They didn't appreciate Prophet Noble Jurali. And don't you know you ain't no better than Prophet Noble Jurali? They talked about Prophet Noble Jurali.
That's right.
They put his furniture out in the streets.
Exactly.
They tried to hijack this movement. And some of them didn't believe that he was who he said he was. He said, if you doubt that I am a prophet, just watch my prophecy.
That's right.
And a lot of them people that fought against Prophet Noble Jurali, they came to a bad demise.
That's right.
Man know not by being told.
right.
If man must know, he must himself be what he knows. Look and see what they did in the Chicago Defenders in the 1920s. Some people lost their lives dealing with this organization. The prophet said, I don't play.
That's right.
I'm going to take a reading from the Holy Quran. I like to give honor to all the Muslims because Friday is the holy day for all Muslims all over the world. And we're not African Americans either.
Teaching
The
more. That's
prophet
right.
said that we are Moorish-Americans because we are descendants of Moroccan and born in America. The purpose of the Moor Science Temple of America, make no mistake about it, the purpose of the Moor Science Temple of America is to uplift fallen humanity, to make better citizens.
Yeah.
Some people want to take themselves away from being a citizen. Don't you know the benefits of being a citizen?
Teach it. That's right.
Don't you know the immunities of being a citizen of the United States of America, one of the world's greatest
That's
governments
right.
that have ever existed?
That's right.
You got privileges here in America that you ain't even taking advantage of.
That's right.
But the prophet Noble Jurali said this, and he said, I'm signed up to go one way with this government.
Yeah.
He said, the government is behind me, and I must get behind you Moors. I would like to give honors to all the speakers that spoke tonight.
Praise the
Thank
Lord.
Allah for taking and manipulating, as the assistant Grand Sheikh spoke of.
That's right.
Manipulating the hearts and minds of men. You can be up under the rulership of somebody, and Allah will take and work with their heart and mind, and it make things fair.
That's right.
All the time, it don't have. That's why you are prepared, because sometimes you ain't gonna get what you want.
That's right.
You know, and you thank Allah for when you get what you think you deserve.
That's right, Mo.
That's right.
European put me on the schedule. I said, I'll be there. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
That's right.
Because the prophet said, repine not,
That's right.
oh man,
Yes, sir.
at the state of servitude.
That's right.
Don't you know how many people don't want to work?
That's right.
That's right.
They don't want to work.
Yeah.
They complain, I hate going to this job.
Right.
I love going
Right.
to work.
Praise Allah.
Because it affords you the means to take care of your
That's
family.
right.
Who gonna pay your light bill, your gas bill, put
Okay.
gas in your car?
Right.
Who gonna put food on your table?
That's right. Teach it.
That's right.
Teach it, Mom.
I'm gonna take a reading.
Praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
I've been shouting about this gospel since I was 16. Ain't no
That's right.
need to stop now.
Okay. Teach
I
it.
say, Moors, be yourself.
That's right.
And I know what the teachers of Prophet Noble Jurali have done for me.
That's right.
Thank Allah for all the Moors that spoke tonight. Thank Allah for my family.
Praise Allah.
Got my wife in the house, my 2 daughters, and my junior in the house, my
Praise
grandbabies.
Praise
That's
Allah.
a blessing.
Yes, it is.
We met in the temple, and I think we're gonna die in the temple.
Praise
Death
Allah.
is no enemy of man.
That's right.
Okay.
It is a friend who, when the works of man is done, just cuts the cord that binds to both the earth, that it may sail on smoother sea. It is Allah that got control over death. So do you mean if Allah takes somebody you love, he an enemy to you? Allah know what you know not.
That's right.
Death is a part of life.
Yes, indeed.
You ain't meant to be here forever.
That's
That's why the prophet said, let your good deeds outweigh your bad. So when you pass, you won't won't have anything to worry about. You go in the soul plane and be sitting with the patriarchs and prophets of old time. Some of us, when we pass, we're going straight to jail. Because we done got away with some crimes on earth. We going straight to jail. Praise be to Allah. I'm going to take a reading and then I'm going to sit down.
Teachers, shit, good teachers. Teachers.
Y'all ain't funny being here.
No, you thank Allah. Because whatever situation you may find yourself in, Allah is leading the victory, and victory is sure. That's why we don't take and pass judgment.
That's right.
I'm going to take my reading from page 50, Holy Instruction from the Prophet in Constance.
That's right. Wow. Chapter.
Ain't that something?
Yes, sir.
Dealing with people that's always changing.
Yeah.
One minute they like you, the next minute they frown at it. You don't understand what's going on with them. Well, I'm about this share what Prophet Noble Drawley has instructed us. He said, nature urged thee to inconstancy, oh man. Your very nature wants you to change. Your very nature urge you to be one way today and another one tomorrow. Your nature. So it ain't nobody but your nature. Understand yourself. Know thyself and thy Father God. So when you see yourself change, you be like, man, I got to put myself back on track.
That's right.
It says, therefore, guard thyself at all times against it. All times. Not just sometimes. All time. Try to be consistent. The constancy of thy virtue shall crown thee with honor. If you consistent with the teachings of Prophet Noble Drawley, you're going to reap the benefits and the blessings that Allah has in order for you.
Praise Allah.
It say, thou art from the womb of thy mother, various and wavering. Y'all see where y'all get that weakness from? From your mother. That's why you various and wavering. That's what the prophet said. He said, from the womb of thy mother are thy various and wavering. So you see where you get that from, you get that. But that's not a bad thing.
That's not.
You know, it's not a bad, it's just a part of weakness.
That's right.
But you can overcome it through the teachings of Prophet Noble Drawley. Now listen what he said about your father. From the loins of thy father inherit thy instability. You unstable because of your father. It comes from his loins, which makes you unstable. It says, how then shall thou be firm? Those who gave their body furnished it with weakness. But he who gave thee a soul armed thee with resolution. Who gave thee a body?
Your parents?
Who gave thee a soul?
Allah.
And what is resolution?
Resolve.
Sticking to what you say you're about. Don't change. You say you're Moorish-American, you stick to it. You say you're coming over my house, come over my house. You say you'll be there in 10 minutes, be there in 10 minutes.
Okay, adequate.
Beware of irresolution in the intent of thy action. Beware of irresolution in the intent of thy. Don't you know hell is paved with people with good intentions? Oh yeah, I was coming to the temple.
Okay.
But I didn't make it.
Okay.
Beware of instability in the execution.
Okay.
I mean, you say something, you carry it out. That's right. Beware of instability in the execution, so shall thy triumph over two great felons of thy nature. Those who gave their body furnished it with weakness, but he who gave their soul armed thee with resolution. Employ it, and thou art wise. Be wise, and thou art happy. Let him who doeth well beware how he boasteth of it. For rarely is it of his own will. It didn't say it's not.
That's right. Rarely.
As the assistant Grand Sheik was talking about, rarely.
Right.
You know, sometimes Allah got to step in and give you the strength to make it on to the temple. Give you the strength to do what you need to do. Because man, as the assistant Grand Sheik was talking about, he's weak and ignorant. He was created weak and ignorant. So that's why when we see somebody in their weakness, we ask Allah to give them the strength to overcome their weakness. I give honors to the assistant grand sheik, the brother J. Kushine Baker.
Praise
One
Allah.
of the vanguards.
Of the movement.
Yeah. Who made it possible for you and I to be here today.
That's
And
right.
a lot of people wouldn't stand for Prophet Noble Drew Ali here in the city of St. Louis. It was Brother J. Kushine Bay that opened up the doors of the Moorish Scientific of America. He do honors for that.
Yes, he
right.
is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, I mean, that ain't something you take lightly. I thank Allah. I thank Allah that I met the brother. I remember when I was in college, one of the Moors had did some crazy stuff with our money, as I believe, because we supposed to have a banquet, and we had a banquet, we didn't have no food. We sent all our money out there. Brother Kushine Bay said he gonna make it right. He came up to the celebration with our food. When I saw that,
Praise Allah.
Okay.
when I saw that, I said,
Dedication.
this is a man of dignity.
That's right.
I was young in the Moorish sign. I was about 17, but I understood that he represented Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And he's been on point ever since. And that's why I don't mind standing with him. I give honors to the assistant grand governor, the brother R. Madison Hill.
Praise Allah.
For the work that he's doing in the city of St. Louis. I give honors to all the Moors.
Yeah.
This is not an easy task, Moors. So you got to practice the teachings of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, so when the test comes, you can stand and be the strength of Allah made manifest. May Allah be pleased with us. Peace.
Praise. Good job, sir. Praise Allah.
Very good.
There's a hand running on the wall. There's a hand running on the wall. Come and read it and see what it says. There's a hand running on the wall. Running on it.
We give honors to our Grand Sheik, Brother L. Thompson Bay,
Praise Allah.
for carrying us through the many lessons that he carried us through this evening, particularly letting us know that nationality is the order of the day.
Yes, it is.
We know that all nations, they worship Allah. Nations, you know. So we know if you're not a part of a nation, you're not worshiping Allah.
That's right.
You know, nations name a part of Allah that they see. You know, if you're part of a nation, Prophet Noble Drew Ali was just one of the prophets that Allah sent to many nations. And many nations have degrees of Islam that has been passed down throughout the eras of time. And these degrees of Islam is the everlasting gospel. The truth. It ain't but one truth. It's been passed down in degrees. And Allah saw fit to bring us up a step higher. We have been brought up a step higher so we can inform the world of this great truth. And as the Moor was just talking about, it's our duty not only to uplift ourselves through practicing Islamism, but it's also our duty to share it and to let the world see it in our actions. And without no further ado, I call out our Assistant Grand Governor of the State of Missouri, Brother R. Madison Hill, Jr.
I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. I shall not be moved. Drew Ali is my prophet. I shall not be moved. Drew Ali is my prophet. I shall not be moved, just like the tree that's standing by the waters. I shall not be moved. Continue to trust in Allah, and I shall not be moved. Continue to trust in Allah, and I shall not be moved, just like the tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved.
Praise Allah. I ain't heard that in a long time.
Islam,
Islam.
I'll rise in your praise to the great God Allah. He is so magnificent, so wonderful. and He merciful. And when you realize how loving He is, you begin to understand that you love Him. And that you can love someone. Because you got to realize when we lacking in things, we lacking in information, we lacking in understanding, you begin to understand why we lacking in nationality. You begin to understand why we're lacking in strength. You begin to understand why we lacking in unity. So that's why we give praise to Allah, because the great God Allah sent the true and divine prophets over